take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back, slide, 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 you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide, you finna go live, slide. I like you guys to skate, skate, so skate, so skate. I like you got us to 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 skate. Start butter jet, let's go. Pull off with you, sliding, riding, standing, moving with you, dropping with you. Time about the green light, let's go.
Woo! That cane juice biting, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo, we in here making it happen. Welcome to Canes Talk Live in the building where we throw the U up, baby. It's all about the U. We about to talk about the Miami Hurricanes. So y'all go ahead right now. I know y'all ready to talk. 862-799-9956. Jump on in this thing. Y'all get ready to call in. Call on in. I get it. We're going to make it happen. I tell you, we're dropping 3 shows in one. We got to get this thing done. Coach trying to put out more content. Can't do it if I'm spending forever with you. Huh? And I'm fighting against doggone Club Shay Shay and his business. Lord Jesus. Anyway, the Miami Hurricanes take on FAMU last week. Oh, man, I did a good, bad, and ugly. Appreciate y'all for watching that. But it's funny how y'all do, old coach, boy. When we don't play no big team, y'all be like, whatever. I don't want to watch that food. Man, I put work in, man. I put work in. Help coach out. Man, all you got to do is throw that thing on, go to the bathroom, cook, bake some cookies, make some cereal, do something. Come on, man. Come on. Shout out to my sis. Your show can skate, bro. 305 in the house. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about the you, sis. Throw it up in the house. Don't drop your phone while you're doing it. And then also he said Nightcap open with 300,000. That's crazy. That's why I know it's crazy in there, man. Unfortunately, the show must go on. The show must go on. And I can't worry about I can't worry about Shannon Sharp and his adventures. So that's what it is. But he said he admitted his phone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. We talk about these Canes. Y'all not gonna do this to me. Y'all not gonna do this to me tonight. 862-799-9956. Y'all go check out the Hayes Street show. We make it happen. But anyway, Miami Hurricanes take on FAMU. Blow them out the water, man. What I loved about it, and Chi-Town King said this earlier, 29 freshmen played in that game and they needed it. Shout out to Popo played in the game. Bobby Pruitt played in the game. Aldarius Hayes, shout out to old nephew. Aldarius Hayes got him an interception in that game, man. So it was good to see some of the young players play early. But here's what I love about those type of games. Here's what I love about those type of games. It goes to show that the young boys who think they're ready, they're not ready. They're not ready. They're players and their potential is through the roof. But let's be honest. All love to my HBCUs. I'm an HBCU product myself, Hampton University. But at the end of the day, you could clearly see the difference in productivity when the younger guys got in the game. And when they got in the game a lot. I think it was the second drive, FAMU's second drive offensively. They start moving the ball down. Well, you had some youngins in there, some young cats in the deal. So when they were young, you saw the older FAMU guys moving the ball. And I think Mario Cristobal said, hold up, swole up. Man, put them dudes back in there, man. Who told y'all to make a change? Somebody about to be doing some up downs in this joint. And then again, they end up holding them to just 3 points. They had a great field goal kicker over there, man. Shout out to FAMU's field goal kicker. But Reggie, I'm not focus on the camera. Hey, stay right there. Stay on the camera. Stay out the chat. Stay on the camera. But anyhow, long story short, they did an excellent job coming in and playing. FAMU did, I think, I give them credit for what they did. When they came in, what they were playing against, they came, they fought, they made a play. FAMU play even got hot with your boy and hit him in the face. And shout out to Jacoby. I think it was Jacoby George didn't even fight back, man. So hopefully he's learning his lesson about certain things. I'm not disciplined, y'all. I'm not. Let me. I'm not disciplined. Dang, somebody went ham on the yams. Whoever said that, slap yourself. Oh, I said that. Shannon Sharp went ham on the yams. But anyway, talking about these Miami Hurricanes, man. In the these Miami Hurricanes, they coming up taking on Ball State. Hold up, brother. Did you just come in here and curse at me? Do you think Miami can actually beat Georgia Tech? Slap yourself, man. How dare you, Mel 23, come here and ask that question? Can Miami beat Georgia Tech or Syracuse? What? Call in. Let's talk about it. 862-799-9956. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. Well, take this then. Take you a little slap. Sorry, Mel. Apologize, sister. I was just playing. Just a little slap right there to the face. Just a little. Is Mel short for Michelle? I'm sorry, y'all. Coach out of control. Coach out of control. I'm out of control, Mel. Call in and talk to me about it. Got to talk me off the ledge. I'm out of control. DP, what's up with you, baby? What it do, family? But anyway, Miami takes on Ball State next week. Ball State is not in great shape. I think this is another easy victory against the, what do they call them, the Cardinals. Oh, God. They're terrible. They play Missouri State. Then they play Miami. They don't even have a. What is happening here with them? Yeah, we're gonna beat the brakes off these people, man. We're gonna come in. We're the 10th ranked team. We're gonna beat the brakes off these people. But anyway. Come on, Brandon. Call in and help coach out. I don't know why y'all got me drowning. I know why y'all not calling. Because you got Shannon Sharp on the TV and you got Coach Hayes on your phone. That's why you're not calling. You said he didn't answer the question. Well, call in and ask me directly. I promise you, Mel, I answer it. I will answer it directly. I'm gonna reserve my answer just for you to call in. And that's what's gonna happen. But anyway, Ball State, like I said, apparently they end up beating Missouri State 42-34 around there. I think this is halftime work, very easy, and make it happen. So we got a new caller on the line. This is a pregame show, 28-71. And let's see what they have to talk about. And then we can get into talking about some players, scheme philosophy, because a lot of people are talking about, oh, well, Cam Ward, he shouldn't have been in there that long. He shouldn't have did this, but let's check it out. Talk to us, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? Is Keenan calling from the Bay.
Keenan from the Bay, from Oakland, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, let you know, I'm a Ducks fan, so I'm not with the U. I'm a Ducks fan, but let me say this: I had the privilege of watching Cam Ward. I want to say 3 games last year, 2 in person, 1 was on TV.
Okay.
Let me ask you this: do you feel comfortable with him throwing to the outside receivers? Because Cam Ward, he loves receivers with 2-way goals. Like I didn't watch you guys against FAMU, but I watched you in the Swamp that first week, and that slap, like always, like when he was at Washington State, like he's profound when he has slap receivers. But I think I need to see more of him throwing to the outside receivers for me to feel absolutely confident in Cam. I mean, I think he's him and Jalen Milroe are the top 2 for the Heisman this year, if we're being honest.
Okay.
But I just feel like he still has a little bit of Pac-12 tendencies with him at times.
Talk to me. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Meaning he likes to in the Florida game, that throwing across his body nonsense. That's Pac-12 residue.
That's fair. I listen. I can't argue with you, right? I said that before. I knew what he was trying to do on the interception against Florida. I saw what he was trying to do because when I walked in the stadium, I literally had an end zone cut. Their backs were to me, so I'm looking at it from the end zone cut of it, and I saw the guy coming. And yeah, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from, and this is what I said. Some confidence.
I want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. But yeah, like I said, man. Like I said, me personally, I think it's him and Jalen Milroe for the Heisman this year. I don't see anybody else. The boy Gentry and Boise is nice, but him, Cam and Milroe are my two top for the Heisman. But like I said, as far as Miami goes, I got no beef with the team. You know, I can't stand Cristobal after the way he left us. So that's a little internal personal beef right there. But you know, I get over that. But yeah, man, look, I expect big things for y'all. The ACC is an ass sandwich extra mayo this year. So I mean, easy picking.
All right, let me ask you this quick about Cristobal. Hold on, let me ask you this. Being an Oregon fan, did you like Cristobal being at Oregon? Because a lot of Oregon fans were happy he left. Do you agree with that sentiment?
So I have an issue. Like, so technically, I mean, and when we think about it, he left to coach his alma mater, his team. I got no problems with that. I really had no problems with it after taking the emotion out of it. And like I said, Cristobal, the one thing Cristobal did for Oregon is he brought toughness to what we were trying to build. And Dan Lanning is now capitalizing on that or continuing it. But my only thing with Cristobal is he gets way too much credit and not enough blame. Like, I get the Rose Bowls and everything. Like, I love the mindset Cristobal brought to Oregon, but it's almost like I felt like the way he left, in a way, even though I understand why he left, it was kind of shitty. Like the whole year it was a bounce back. I'm here, and then slowly but surely you kept seeing things in the press conference where he didn't feel like he was all the way here. Then he left. I'm like, man, come on, man. If you're gonna play the game, that's cool. But get the fuck out of here. Don't sugarcoat it, man. If you know you're leaving after this year, it's cool. I only like the cowboy way out. That was my thing with Cristobal.
So yeah, but I'll say this, and it's not a defense of Cristobal. That's just a coaching move. Because here's what I tell people: you can't count your eggs before they hatch, right? So here's why you don't say that. Because what if the contract for Miami doesn't go through?
That's fair.
That's business. It's business,
that's
right?
Fair.
And I get the fan part of it, but the business side of it is just like your job. You ain't gonna tell your job I'm out of here until you got another job already. So it's the same. It's the same thing, right? It's like you could tell your boss you hate him to death, right? But you ain't gonna say nothing until that other job is signed on the dotted line.
Completely understand it. Completely understand that.
Yeah. So that's really what it is.
Like I said, no qualm. You got no qualm for me. Actually, I found your show last week when you were talking about, when you had people on here talking about Colorado, where you spent damn near hours trying to explain to that dude why Colorado, what is good as they, like last week. I don't know what show that was, but shit.
And didn't it turn out to be true?
Than the average person.
It turned out to be exactly true.
Yeah, no. Everything you said was true. We look, Coach. Like I said, this is my first time calling in. Like I said, I watched a few of your shows last week. I even went back in your vault and watched the good, bad, and ugly of the Colorado-Oregon game. So, like I said, so I've been trying to get the content in, slowly but surely.
I appreciate that, man.
Like I said, I don't know how long you're gonna be on. If the Kane show is your last show for the night, or are you talking?
No, I still got Colorado coming up in the next hour.
All right, I'll definitely call back then, Coach.
All right, appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, man. We got my man DP in the building, man. DP, talk to me.
Ball State, All State, State Farm, it don't matter. Canes 3-0. Let's go, baby. I ain't worried about no Ball State, man. What it do, Coach, man? How you living?
I'm living on the deaf side right now. All right, I got to move you up a little bit. All right. Well, that thing came in loud and clear. I'm loving it. All right, so talk to me, man. Ball State comes to the Hard Rock. Ball State comes to the Hard Rock, and they're going to take on the Miami Hurricanes in the Hard Rock, man. What are you thinking of?
Man, I tried to look up some film on Ball State, but to be honest with you, I couldn't find nothing. I don't was the game on TV or anything? All I found was film for last year and stuff. So I really don't got a feel for their team.
They
I
played.
heard Mario Cristobal giving that coach talk saying they O line decent, but hey, we gotta see.
They played Western Missouri. Let me see who they play. They play Missouri State. And
I seen they gave up a lot of points, but they stole some points also. But was Missouri State?
But it was fourth quarter. So look here. Missouri State was up 7-0 in the half. I mean, at the first quarter. It was tied up 7-7 at the end of the half. Third quarter, they both scored 7-7. And then in the fourth quarter, Missouri State scored 20, Ball State scored 28. So it really became a fourth quarter game. It was tied all the way until the fourth. And then I probably was very close at the end. But let's look at Ball State. Let's just take a look real quick while since you're on here and looking at their stats. They had a total of 435. Passing yards was 262 to 163 rushing. The quarterback for Ball State, he was 28 for 39 for 262, 4 tubs and an interception. And the running back had 21 carries for 103 yards and a tub. The receiver, they throw the ball around evenly. They got 7, 5, 6, 6, 2. So they spread it around kind of evenly in regards to who gets the ball. So they got top 4 or 5 receivers that they kind of get the ball around to. But again, they're only 1-0. This is actually their second football game. So I don't know if they had a bye week.
Yeah, I seen that too. They look like they had 2 bye weeks. It seemed like probably gonna have games straight on from now on out.
Hold on.
What I want to say about it, you say what?
I'm saying they played on September 7th. Today is the 11th. So that means that they had a bye week, week 1?
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, that sucks. Can't even start the season off. But anyway, yeah, that's where they are.
And then I seen their fan base. Their fan base been kind of talking crazy. Their fan base was on their little fan page or something I seen on Instagram talking about Miami better be careful. You seen what NIU did to Notre Dame and this, that, and the third. We ain't Notre Dame. Our quarterback can pass the ball. Yeah. Our quarterback ain't subject to just the run. We don't want to hear none of that.
Man, get that Notre Dame crap up out of here. Shine talking about upset alert. Shine, you already had your upset alert, and we're going to talk about it in the next hour. Shine. Yeah, boy, look at that. Just because y'all suck, y'all want Miami to suck. Guess what? You go to Ball Sack State then, Shine. And get shined up. Get out of here with that foolishness.
And the guy that called in just a second ago that was an Oregon fan, man, how that O-line doing since Mario been gone, man? It looked kind of shaky out there.
Looking a little shaky, punt
return
baby.
And the kick return saved them last week, Coach.
Looking a little shaky,
baby. Punt return and the kick return saved that booty.
Hey, like you say, it does happen, but it ain't gonna happen to us. Man, look here, man. I'm so excited for these Canes, dog. Hey, shout out to my man Warren Kane. I'm giddy. I am giddy, dog. I don't normally get like this, but my palms all sweaty. I'm giddy. I'm ready. I'm ready to make it happen.
Coach, I just wish we could have got that boy Jeremiah Smith, man. That young man is balling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, if we would have got him, dog, bro, this thing would have been on supercharged, bro. This would have been on supercharged.
The man got over 200 receiving yards. I think he got like 3 touchdowns already. He lead the nation receiving yards.
Yeah, dog.
As a freshman.
And they knew they had to go to him. I mean, he could play. Like I said, think about that. Oh, gosh, bro. That'd have been great. Shout out to Kenty in the building. Ball State grand opening, grand closing. I love that right there. Yeah, man. Hey, that's what we do. Ball State. They all got Manscaped NIL deals. Shout out to Ball Sack State. Hey, hold up. Day One Sports. Watch out for Q's, coach. Nobody worry about no Syracuse. Get that crap out of here, man. Worry about no goddamn Syracuse.
Well, okay, coach. I do got a question though. Who on our schedule now, since a couple of games been played, who do you feel like just raised the eyebrow since they played a couple of games?
Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has Syracuse, definitely, right? Like they look to be better than they were. I don't think they're good enough, but they are better than expected. Georgia Tech gonna come fight because of the kind of game we had last year, so I get that part too. But at the end of the day, I mean, listen, I'm the first one to be very honest. Take advantage of the easy schedule, bro. It ain't my fault. This who we playing, but if we're gonna play them, let's beat the bejesus out of them. That's all I'm saying. Like it's almost like when the Mike Tyson argument. You understand? Oh well, Mike Tyson he didn't fight like Ken Norton, and he didn't fight Foreman. Man, look here, whoever he fought, he knocked them out. So it is what it is, bro. That's how I'm looking at the game. You know.
Well, I will say, I'm gonna keep a close eye until we play them. I'm gonna keep a close eye on Cal to see if it was just a fluke.
That's another one.
What happened at Auburn? You feel me? Or to see like if they really, got a little talent or something. Because it could have been a fluke.
Yeah, well, Auburn may not be that good. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? I got to see more.
Yeah. No, so like I said, now that was a good one. Cal was an eyebrow raiser. So shout out to Cal. Yeah. I mean, they played better than expected. They got some players over there. They got running back. They got a little, But I don't want to hear nothing about, with a flight over there. No excuses, bro. No excuses.
Yeah, that's an excuse. I don't want to hear that.
Bro, people fly everywhere all the time. If you worried about the flight, then Coach Cristobal leave on Wednesday. Hell, I don't care. If you can't get acclimated from Wednesday to Saturday, then that's on you.
Yeah, man. You feel me? When they get to the league, they're gonna be flying somewhere everywhere. So that should be the last of their words.
Yeah. So who just left? Somebody just left out the chat. I just saw their name pop up and they left. But yeah, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about in that sense.
Yeah, man. And my boy Coach Prime, man, he gotta get it together, man. Like I had talked about it on my pod earlier today, Coach. Man, he gotta run that ball more, man. Get the offensive line some help.
Oh,
it's getting ridiculous at this point. You asking these guys to sit back here and pass block all game when they knowing the defensive ends, these guys are pinning their ears back trying to get to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Help them boys out, man. Run the ball. They let them put them hands on somebody.
Yeah. Let me do this. How about I do that? Let me see if that changes anything. Yeah. I can't change it. I thought I could change the title, but I can't. So well. I thought I could change the title during the stream, but I can't do it. Anyway, yeah, I mean, like Flaw says on here, jet lag is real. I get it. And I know it is. But people have to fly and play these games all the time. Everybody else is flying, right? So Auburn went to Cal and no, Cal went to Auburn, didn't they? Or did Auburn go to Cal?
Cal went to Auburn.
Yeah, they flew they behind.
Cal had took that flight.
Yeah, Cal went to Auburn and whooped they behind. So guess what? Whatever Cal did, call Justin Wilcox, the head coach. I got his number. Hey, coach, when did y'all leave? Huh? Y'all left on Wednesday? We leaving on Wednesday too. Bye. That's all. Shit, I mean.
That's why I say Georgia Tech took that flight to Ireland also.
Exactly. Oh, well, Florida State, because of the flight. They played somebody from Ireland. They played some people from Georgia Tech. That was a 35-minute flight from Tallahassee to Atlanta. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with that. But no, I'm all for it, man. Real quick, man. Who are you surprised to see on the young guy side?
As far as on the Canes, who I'm surprised to see.
Who surprised you with the young Canes that played last week?
Let me think, because we played a lot of people, man. Just far as like, because I didn't get to see them, play much, but far as just a physical standpoint and how they look, mm-hmm. I want to say Chance Robinson, is that his name, the wide receiver from St. Thomas Aquinas.
Okay.
The young man looked like he been in college like 2 years already.
Really? So what impressed
you?
Really,
like the young, like number 8. He was number 18 wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But far as the play standpoint, man, the guy everybody been talking about, man, OJ Frederick, man, we got us a hitting gym coach.
Yeah,
with
man.
with that cornerback, a 3-star man that's coming in ready to play. That's rare.
Very rare. Very rare. And playing at a high level. Not just playing, but playing at a high
At
level.
that,
Yeah. Playing at a high level, man. I would say this. Shout out to Chris Johnson. They got him the ball. They made it happen. Not Carr, Elijah Lofton. Still like Elijah Lofton. I think he's gonna be great. It was good to see Josiah Trade out there. There was questions about his shoulder, but he went out there and got him a little bit of bang around time. So I mean, Riley Williams, bro, why did Cristobal go for 2 right there with the swinging gate, dog? That's messed up, dog. That's messed up, dog.
yeah, I don't know what he was must be mad about the band or something, man. I don't know what that was about.
Can I tell you the truth? I guarantee them
What to
players.
do?
I guarantee them players were like, "Hey, F that job, bro. We finna go for it. Forget what coach talking about. We finna go for it." I guarantee it. I guarantee it, dog. I've had that happen to me before. Players try to, overrule you. And when they score, you could be mad. You let them know you pissed, but they score, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
shout out to Riley Williams.
It all well in well.
Yeah, but they got I don't know. If Chris O'May wasn't going for, I don't know. But I just think that's kind of jacked up, bro. you finna beat the brakes off these people.
Now, what I will say, Coach, too, man, our running game, man, I gotta feel like I need to see it open up a little more, man. It's looking a little shaky, man.
I just think because you're not seeing big runs. I think with the
opponents that's really what it is.
I think with the opponents that we're playing, you're not seeing massive runs. Like, listen what I'm about to tell you. Damian Martinez, 11 for 91, 8.3 yards a carry. Mark Fletcher, 5 for 42, 8.4 yards a carry. Jordan Lyles, 6 for 40, 6.7 yards per carry. AJ Allen, 5 for 25, 5 yards per carry. Like, bruh, we got big runs. I just don't think you see us like popping 60, 70 yarders and just floating up and down the field on these people. And I think that's really the issue. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't hear the last part, Coach. What'd you say?
I was just saying because we don't. I was going through their plays. We got an 8.3 yards average, 8.4 yard average, 6.7, and 5.0. Our top 4 running backs last game, that's their yards per average, right? Per carry, average per carry. But because we don't see 60, 70 yarders all the time, it's like, oh man, our running game bad because we playing fam and we think it's like that. But I enjoy it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoy the run game.
Yeah, I love the big explosive runs that we had. I guess it look different a little bit, but I understand. Sometimes you got to grind and pound and whatever defense, to get it how you live.
Bro, think about it. Damian Martinez. People thought Damian Martinez had a bad game against Florida. He had he was averaging 4.3 yards a carry.
And he was. And to be honest with you, Coach, the Florida game, I'm not surprised that the running game looked the way it did. You feel me? Florida has nice size boys. They weren't just no pushovers.
That's true.
Our offensive line is just a good offensive line. You see, we had to really fight for every yard that we got that Florida game.
That's right. That's right. And that's fair. That's fair. Like I said, there's a lot to it, man. But most definitely, bro. Most definitely. I enjoyed it. Real quick, if you want to call in 862-799-9956, feel free to call in and talk about these. And see, this is what I know Shay over there doing this thing, but this is the part about the Miami Hurricane fan base I don't be liking. When we play like lower and lesser opponents, we don't have no interest. Like, there's no interest. Nobody want to talk about these games.
I hate it, Coach. I hate that, man.
But if
it's even like that with the stands, man. Like, go to the game. Them be the cheapest tickets.
Bro, you can't be mad. The tickets was $9, bro. $9.
Could have went to the game and went to the club after the game, man. The club at the game.
Bro, just Uber. All you had to do is Uber over there, go to the game. You ain't had to park. Go over to Uber tailgate. and you good. Or you from the crib. Somebody drop you off on 27th Avenue. You might have walked past, but no, that was Saturday. It would say you walked past Tyreek, but that was on Sunday. But anyway, long story short, you get just dropped off. Hey, catch the jitney. They still got the jitney that run down 27. Look at Pilo. Pilo said he paid.
Wow.
Shout out to Pilo. That boy said he paid $5 for his ticket, man. $5, man.
Now that's a steal. Well, I want to say too, Coach, we get a good eye test for UCF this weekend, man. They play TCU.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I really want to see that game. They play. I think it kick off at 7:30, something like that. Miami play at 6:30, and I think Colorado play at 7:30 against Colorado State. But we'll be in the locker room watching it. You know, we got the split screen. We got the 80-inch screens in the locker room now. Y'all remember y'all come by?
Yeah, you know, I'll be up in there.
Tell them how we had split screen, man. Ain't never a dull moment.
Yeah, Coach got the dual screen, quadruple screen, whatever screen you want, man. We're going to do it.
Man, we got
what game you want to see, we got it.
We got it, dog. We got it. Shout out to that member Angel in the building, man. Much love to him. I got to do something special for Angel. And that's a shame that the Miami Hurricane game, a lot of Cane fans didn't even see the game, man. So hopefully they went and saw the good, bad, and ugly. They had that junk on the ACC Network Extra. God damn, man.
Yeah, I thank God my people, they had the ESPN Plus out. You know, they hooked me up.
Okay.
They let me, you know, sign in on that thing.
Yeah. We was in the locker room off in there. One of the teammates came through. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate it. I got to do something special for my man.
I feel like that's just disrespectful to the Miami program, though, because it's games that with schools that do not have nowhere near the fan base of the Miami Hurricanes, and they get in regular channels. I feel like it's just a disgrace.
Bro, what, you know, they let Coach go down there and film that thing old school on YouTube. Make it happen.
Hey, make it do what it do for real.
Say YouTube had the game for free. Yeah. I get it, but I know I couldn't do it on this channel because they be trying to bang our head. I don't know how people get around that. I tried to do a good, bad, and ugly one time live, and they blacked the screen out, bro. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe somebody, because sometimes be a lot of those Chinese companies
be out of that copyright.
Well, they be tripping, bro. They tripping.
Coach, out of all the players on the team, man, out of the ones that, you know, the names might not be talked about the most, what Canes have impressed you so far the most with their growth and development? Guys that wasn't transfers, put it that way.
Say that again?
What players on the team impressed you the most that wasn't a transfer guy, a guy that was been on the team for a year or two?
Wesley Basaint, besides that little snafu he had, 28-96 coming to you in a second. That snafu he had, but he's doing it a lot, and I noticed this. And I noticed this about Wesley. He's playing better, but he's doing a lot of talking, which is what we want, but he's doing it with his head turned. He's doing a lot of side to side. He's not talking using hand signals. He's talking looking. So if you're looking this way, you may be hearing stuff, but if you look this way, I may not see the guy that adjusted himself, or maybe a guy that motion, or a guy that's working an angle. So when you ball a snap, now you got to reprocess what you just saw. So that is something that Wesley was saying has to fix. He's got to know how to communicate, but keep his eyes focused on the task, on his key, but still communicate with the hand signal. You don't have to look at a dude. If he gets the hand signal, he get it. You should be able to hear that dude. So if I actually check you, blue, 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 he should be saying check, check, check. You know, whatever. However they talk. You know, I don't know what that is, but you know,
you feel like that got something to do with coaching? Would you say they coaching them up to do that, or we not in there to know for sure if they coaching them up to do that or not?
I think they're coaching.
But depending on how often you see it, you feel like the coach is not correcting it.
Well, it's a habit, right? I think they're coaching him to communicate by all stretch. But you know, most people, you look at who you're speaking to. You got to break that habit, right? How many times you talk to somebody looking forward and talk to them? You turn your head and talk to them.
All the time. Yeah,
that's just a natural thing. So you have to break that habit. You got to know you're in a game. You're not in the hallway. So when they see it in practice, they got to start harping on it. It's just a habit that has been created, but it's a natural habit because that's what we do as people. If somebody called my name right now, I'm not going to continue to look at the screen talking about, hey, what's up? What's up, John? What you want? John, what's going on, baby? You good? Yeah, I'm going to turn and look and point and talk to him. So we got to be able to, that's just part of the game they got to kind of get out of them. But, man, let me take 2896, man. DP, let the people know where they can find you, baby.
All right, my guy. You can find me at Down Page Talking Sports with DP, man. Come check me out and rock out with your boy, man. Thank you, Coach Hayes, for the love, man. Always.
Anytime, man. Anytime, man. I love your stuff and I love it, man. Keep posting it up in the locker room, man. Let the people rock out with
you. Yes, sir. Most definitely, my guy. Appreciate you.
Anytime. All right, 2896 in the building. Let's see what they rapping about. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yo, Coach Hayes, what's good with you, man?
What's good, man? Who am I speaking to?
This is John from South Carolina. How you doing?
John from South Carolina. All right, talk to me, man. South Carolina. What's up? What's on your mind?
So, first of all, I'm going to brag a little bit because I actually had the ACC Extra channel on my TV. So, yeah, I was watching the game.
All right, good.
On my TV. Yeah, so I just to brag just a little bit.
Do your thing, baby.
But I watched the game, and I noticed that we didn't have our usual starters in there at a few positions, and so it looked a little sloppy at times. But overall, the effort was there, and so I was pleased with the effort.
Okay.
Overall, of course, when you have young guys in there, they're going to make mistakes.
Right.
So basically, they're going against older, and that's the thing that people don't understand is even though you may be a 5-star freshman, if you're going against even an FCS team who has a lot of experience, people got to understand that they play the game at a faster level or they can process the game faster than somebody who's just getting in the game. So that kind of makes up for the talent gap, as it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
So to see them kind of go in there, make some mistakes, but give a good effort and ultimately, have a pretty good, decent performance,
mm-hmm.
I'm good with it.
Sure.
And you brought that up the other day where you didn't feel as if it was going to be, starters for the first half, all starters for the first half. And,
right. I told you, you'll bring people in sparingly. You're not going to just make a whole second unit change and they just throw them out there. You'll put 2 or 3 guys in here, change one linebacker, maybe one D line, maybe a safety or something like that. Yep. So
to that point, you were on point with that one, and I actually kind of agree with you. And
mm-hmm.
so that's why I feel like the score kind of was what it was. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, Miami is in the top 10 right now. I think, honestly, Miami is a top 5 team currently.
Okay.
Just due to the fact that our trenches, both of our trenches, I think, are top notch, and you have a good quarterback. The thing about football, if you can win the trenches, and if you have a quarterback that can make good decisions, you're more than liable to be in every game, even national championship or whatnot. It doesn't even matter what you have skill position wise, because if you can just bowl people over, you don't need a lot of skill to make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
For example, they got Michigan. Michigan dominated the line of scrimmage, and that they had a quarterback who was smart with the football. He made plays. Made those that they had to make. But he had 2 good running backs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, their running backs looked good because the offensive line was good. But we don't even talk about their wide receivers. Their wide receivers made plays simply due to the fact that people knew that Michigan could run the football, and they were a physical team. The same thing with their cornerbacks and all that good stuff.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna make a bold statement here, brother.
Mm-hmm.
remember, it's a comparison or a parallel. I want to say a parallel. I'm not comparing the two. But I look at UCF like that. Am I going too far? Like they're a run heavy team. They just got to find that quarterback that can manage the ball, can make plays. I think Plumlee was like that. I think if Plumlee had more time, he could have done better. But if they can find that guy, that I think they'll be in the same boat. Not to try to bring them up because we follow them now, but I think they're in that same boat. I think Gus Malzahn understands, look, I'm good at running the ball. I can formation you to death. I can coach it well. I can teach it well. I just got to find that quarterback that can manage us and not hurt us.
I look at Malzahn, and this is just a comparison. I'm not saying he's like this guy, but when you look at their careers, they kind of parallel each other. I look at Gus Malzahn in the same light as a Sean McVay.
Okay.
They don't scheme wise, you know, how they run the ball, scheme wise, things of that nature. They don't have the best linemen. When you look at them and you just look at their linemen, you know, side by side by, you know, like a Miami or Georgia or whatnot, they may not look like they're that great, but what he does is, and what Sean McVay do is they teach them, number one, they teach them with a good technique and they get them working together as a unit, number one. And then to protect their weaknesses, they do motions, formations.
Yes.
They do outside runs, inside runs.
Right.
And what good coaches do is, like you said about Colorado, not pulling, not doing gap scheme runs. With gap scheme runs, people don't understand is you can take your, let's just say, if your strong side of your offensive line is like your right side. So let's just say it's your center, right guard, and right tackle, right? So what you can do is with gap scheme runs, you can pull them over to the left side of the line to help strengthen the left side of the line. Things of that nature.
Yeah, you just cheat numbers, right? So you three heavy on this side, and then you bring, it's all a numbers game on that side of the center. I totally get it. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Yeah, and it helps them out. And you brought this point up with Miami's tackle. I can't say his name, but you get what I'm saying. Mario Goa.
Okay, yep.
Remember, so Mario Goa struggled. He had his struggles last year, but you didn't see that much because he was working a unit with the offensive line with a lot of experience.
There you go.
And he had to grow up. Now, look at him this year. You hardly hear a peep about anything coming on his side now this year.
Right.
Because he took all of his experience from last year, right? And he got through it, right? Struggled with the team that he was working with. And now he is a top-notch tackle.
Correct.
So Gus Malzahn is the type of guy to get it. Well, anyway, to keep it on Miami.
No,
Miami has a chance this year to have one of those magical years, like an Auburn, like what an Auburn did with Cam Newton type deal, where if things fall right for Miami, you could see them holding up a national championship trophy because they have the ingredients to make it happen.
Yeah. And I know we putting the cart before the horse. I'll be the first one to admit it. Hey, you slap yourself. Matter of fact, let me go in and slap myself. Just God damn it. I think I'm loosening the tooth on that one. God damn, hold on. But here's what I'll say. In the words of one of my favorite rap groups of all time, the Ghetto Boys. Damn, it feel good to be a gangster. Huh? Damn, it feel good to be. Listen, like what I'm telling you, it feel good, but I want to make sure. I want to see. I thought Florida would be more competitive. Of course, I know FAM is not. I get it. I don't think Ball State will be either. I don't want to hear crap about no USF. Like we should Wally mop them. I don't care about them playing. Cause dog, even Alabama ended up walking away with them for 42-17 or whatever it was. But I want to see a good showing, meaning against other people as well. Maybe even tougher talent. I'm not saying we got to struggle on the scoreboard, but I want to make sure it's consistent. Right now, it takes 2 dots to make a pattern. We only got 1 dot.
Right.
We only got 1 dot, which is Florida. And the question is, how good is Florida? We don't really know yet. They haven't played anybody either of that kind of caliber. So is Florida that bad, or are we that good? And it's hard to tell that based on that one game. Have to be very honest and fair.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed is a lot of people are not giving Miami the credit, because I've been listening to a lot of podcasters outside of Miami, and it's been Florida's not that good, Florida's not that good, Florida's not that good. All right, cool, but somebody had to make them look that bad, and we don't give them that credit. That's just like, I know this is not the segment, but I was going to throw it out there.
Go ahead, man. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear things from Colorado fans talking about not giving Nebraska the credit. Nebraska just straight up whooped them.
Yeah, they whooped them.
Nebraska was just a better team.
So the question is, so here's the question: is Nebraska that good and Colorado that bad, or like that because they've only played that one tougher opponent, in my opinion. So they're kind of, Nebraska's has to answer the same question Miami has to answer. Are they good, or is Colorado that bad? And we'll find out. And the same thing with Miami.
So I'm gonna make a bold statement. I don't know what Nebraska's schedule is. I don't know if they play like an Ohio State or a Michigan or anything like that. But I think Nebraska is going to surprise some people this year, and I can see them pulling off a major upset against one of those top tier teams.
So here's Nebraska's next few games, just to tell you: Illinois, who has I think pretty good defense, Illinois, and Nebraska's ranked 23rd. Wow! So Illinois, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana, and then Ohio State. That's just the next set. Excuse me. UCLA, USC, Wisconsin, Iowa. They got a decent schedule. It's not overly hard, but it's decent.
So this is my bold prediction for Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing it. The Big Ten is doing it the same way the ACC is doing it now. It's no longer East and West or whatever. It's top 2.
I think it's just one conference. I may be wrong on that. I believe they're doing. Is it Big 10 that's still doing it, or the Big 12? I think the Big 10 has it. I don't know. The fact checkers, y'all check us in the chat. Are they still doing it by conference or divisions, or is it all one big conference? I think it's one big conference. I may be wrong.
Okay, because here's my thing. If it's divided, well, I was going to say this either way, but I think Nebraska is going to the Big Ten championship game.
Really? Who they playing?
Yeah.
Who they playing? Ohio State?
Yeah. Like, Ohio State's the only game on there that I'm like looking at them like I don't see them winning that game. I know a lot of people are going to say USC. Listen, I like Lincoln Riley. I love him to death. But his team struggle against fundamentally sound physical football teams. Look at his record against Utah. Utah is not a flashy team. They are a pound and ground, fundamentally sound team, and every year they blow them out. And I look at Matt, and if you follow Matt Rule's record, that's exactly the type of team Matt Rule has. And what we got to understand too is his quarterback is only going to get better, and his quarterback is something special. So with that, they have the formula, in my opinion, to make the Big Ten championship game.
Go Big Red! Whoa!
Yeah, and that defense is legit. Nobody cannot tell me that their defense is not legit.
They legit. I said it last year. They were legit. They just had no help offensively from the quarterback. None.
Right. Yeah. So now they got it. And I think what it is this is the type of quarterback that is, you give him a drive to win the game because he has enough magic, he can pull one out. So every game that they are on their schedule is winnable.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them losing 3 at
Okay.
most. But
Okay.
honestly, the only team I would say is you can say definitively it's Ohio State and USC, but I think they'll beat USC. I think Illinois will give them a problem because Illinois has a defense. Check out for that number 10.
No, they got
guy.
a good. They got a solid
Yeah.
defense. You know what? To your point, as I'm sitting here looking at this schedule, I'm thinking about these teams. You're not that far. I don't think you're that far off as I'm looking at this because I'm looking at this schedule. They got Northern Iowa this Saturday, so that's neither here nor there. I think they are skilled enough around the board to beat Illinois. May not be a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
And then Purdue, Rutgers as well. Indiana put up 77 on whatever that was, Western Indiana, Western Illinois, or something like that. Ohio State will be a tough one. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. If you say Nebraska, Ohio State, great. But they can't take. I know they probably couldn't get in with those 2 losses because Ohio State would be one of those losses, and that'd be tough.
Right. Well, I had Ohio State penciled in anyway. The question was to me is, and that's why I asked the question: was it a division like the top 2 records, or was it East and West thing?
No, I think it's just top 2.
It depends on. There's top 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my thing about the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
I think with the Big Ten, you can make the Big Ten championship game with 2 conference losses this year. I think so.
Yeah, but if you lost to Ohio State head to head, and the other team didn't, that's the difference. I think. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you lost to Ohio State head to head, and let's just say, I don't know, I'll just pick a team that. Let's just say I know Penn State played, but let's say Penn State didn't play them. You see what I'm saying? That might be the difference in it. But let me ask you this real quick. I'm gonna just change pace for a second, since nobody else want to call in. Shout out to you, my brother. Appreciate it. What's your name again? Sean, right?
I'm John. Out of South Carolina.
John. That's right. John. Yeah. John, I appreciate this call, man. Here's what I'm asking. Let's talk some ACC ball a little bit. You say Miami win. You say Miami winning the conference.
Oh, listen, Miami is going to win the conference hands down. I watched. I paid attention to every team in the ACC this year.
Okay.
Here's what I boiled it down to. Miami is going to play either Boston College or Clemson in the ACC championship game.
Boston College? Okay.
Yes. I don't see NC State being that team. They're not good. NC State is not good. They have some pieces, but when you watch that Tennessee State game, they do not do well against a more physical team.
Okay.
Boston College is a much more physical team than North Carolina State, in my opinion.
I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment. I just don't think they have enough quarterback play out of Castellanos. I think Castellanos is a great athlete, and I hate to do this to the kid because shout out to him. He coming out of UCF too. But I don't know if you have enough quarterback play out of him if you get down, if you got to come out of that, if you got to climb out of that. And I think it's really a mixture between him and the running back. What's his name? Like Robacheks or something like that, number 5.
Right.
It's just I think that's the two-headed. So. I think that's just a two-headed monster. And again, the O-line is physical. But again, I don't know what the running backs do in that deal, but we'll see.
Well, here's the thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I agree to your point on that settlement, but I would say this: I don't think he has to be the typical quarterback, right? I think he just has to hit one, just a couple key throws down the field, like he did against Florida State, right? What he did against Florida State was perfect. So, it's one read wheel route to the running back because you've been running the ball so effectively, right? Play action passes, take a shot down the field, on the post route, maybe a go route,
Right.
right?
Okay.
I think he's a good enough quarterback to do that, and I think that's all that offense needs, because their offense is going to be predicated. It's sort of like a wing T, in my opinion, right? It's we're going to just be physical at the point of attack. We're going to we have a quarterback who can run, so you got to defend all the 11 players, and eventually we're going to wear you down to where you cannot stop the run. And what we also got to give credit to is that defense is really good. I think their front seven is a really good front seven, and North Carolina State struggles against really good front. Has shown that they struggle against a really good front seven. So
I think it might be Louisville. What's Louisville got going? I'm not worried about North Carolina State. I think it's Louisville. 1828 coming to you. Give me 1 second. Wrap this convo. A great conversation. 1821. I mean 28. Excuse me.
So, hey, you know what? And I was thinking Louisville too. Here's my thing with Louisville. I don't trust that defense.
Okay.
I don't trust that defense. I think they're a more offensive-minded team.
Okay.
And I think their defense, they can do some things, but they're not a. When I think of a really good defense, right? A really good defense is one of those where you're going to get hit, right? When I think of a Louisville Cardinal defense, I don't think of a physically dominant defense. I think of a defense that's more opportunistic, right?
That's fair.
So you can do a lot of things against them, and you can move the ball really well against that defense. Let's think about last year with Tyler Van Dyke, right? Look at the whole season, right? He's been playing like straight up trash. The first 4 games he was really good. After that, he was not good, right?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden against Louisville, he put up 30+ points on that defense.
Okay.
Just out the blue, right? And I know some people are gonna say, well, things change. No, it's still Tyler Van Dyke at the end of the day, and he still put up 30+ points against that team. And if it wasn't for I would say a fluky day by the defense, Miami would have blew Louisville out that game.
All right. Well, I'll just say this because I got to roll to 1828. This is great. But Georgia Tech goes to Louisville next week, 3:30. We'll probably have it up in the locker room as well. We'll be going kind of back and forth or whatever the case may be. But I know Georgia Tech running game with Jamal Haynes, if I'm not mistaken, and Haynes King will show on the run aspect of this deal how physical Louisville going to be. So I think what I like about this schedule for us is we get a chance to see others beat up on the people we need to beat up on and how they get beat up on, if that makes sense.
Hey, I'm with you. I'll just say this, and I'm gonna get it up out here.
Sure.
So with Miami, I'm a Kane fan, but I don't deny that. But I pay attention to football, as you can see. The thing about Miami this year is Miami has more than one way to beat you now this year.
That's right. That's fair.
If Miami if Miami realizes we can just wear you down and just be more physical with you and just play more of a conservative style type of football, Miami will do that. But if they feel that we have to kind of get into more of a shootout, which I don't see that happening because I think our defense is really good this year. But if for some reason they feel that they have to get into some type of offensive shootout, they have the weapons to make that happen.
Right. We can see it in the Marines and the Air Force. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
but man, John, listen, it's been a great
Mm-hmm.
conversation, bro. It really has. Man, don't be a stranger, man. Call in some more, man. I love talking sensible football, man. And I appreciate it. I really do. Really appreciate it.
Well, I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna call in next hour, man, because I can't wait to hear these delusional Colorado fans. I just want to just
it's about to go crazy. Well, we got about 8 minutes before I get on over to that side. So let me talk to 1828 here on the line. And yeah, we're gonna go over to Boulder and see what they're talking about.
Do your thing.
All right, brother. Thank you, man. Great call right there, man. Excellent call. Appreciate that so much. Good call. 1828 coming to you. Give me 1 second. Just want to make sure I didn't miss something here in the chat. All right, here we go. 1828. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, this Brandon calling out of Boynton Beach.
Brevin Jordan?
Nah, man, it's Brandon Brown, man.
Oh, Brandon Brown. I thought you said Brevin. Brandon Brown, what's up with you, man? How you doing, brother?
Now I want to call 100% cap. What are you talking about, man?
Ooh, the caller just called in?
Yeah, 100% cap, man.
Big cap or little cap?
Big cap.
Big cap, little
Big,
cap.
big cap. Big cap.
If I'd have known y'all was
Big
gonna
cap,
have,
coach.
if I'd have known y'all was gonna have digital beef around here, I would have brought out the frying pan. What you call cap on the dog, man?
Listen, man. That Nebraska, all that we talking about, and man, coach, listen, man. USC not raw. They beat LSU. Like, to me, when I'm looking at that was like a perception win, man.
What you mean?
So now, yeah, that was like a perception win. Like, who is US? What they? All right. So when we look at Georgia Tech, when you talking about upsets, right?
Okay.
Last year they put an upset against us. So now when I think about upset teams, I think about teams on the verge of having a good year, being decent, being competitive, by them having upsets. Other than the NIUs upsetting the Notre Dames.
Right, that's an upset.
Right?
That's an upset, yes.
So now, when I'm looking at the whole season, I don't know. I feel like people looking for upsets, but there ain't no real upsets. I think it's gonna be a lot of competitive games. Like when he's saying NC State suck, I mean, you could say that now, but later in the season, I don't think them boys, you get what I'm saying, teams like that gonna show up when the time comes. We only 3 weeks in.
Right. So here's what I think he's saying. I think, and as I looked at Nebraska's schedule, I never really looked at it, but as I'm looking at it, I'm looking who they're playing, and I saw them play. Again, I don't mean I'm gonna be 100% right, but as I see them play, what I'm looking at is USC might be the toughest looking one on the schedule when it comes to what I'm saying is when I look at Nebraska, when it comes to USC might be the toughest. Most people would think USC because they beat because they beat the LSU. I would say Nebraska beating LSU might be an upset, right? It's not a lower tier conference beating a Notre Dame, no, but that if Nebraska beats
So
USC,
who USC playing for it to be an upset?
All right, let me just pull them up right quick. I don't know their schedule. All right, so
because we talking strength of schedules now.
Okay, so USC, matter of fact, USC playing Michigan this week. USC playing Wisconsin. USC, hold on, but I'm just saying, I'm bringing up the name. USC is playing Minnesota. USC is playing Penn State. USC is playing Maryland and Rutgers. What I'm telling you is Nebraska ain't playing none of them teams. They playing Notre Dame at the end. And Nebraska.
Yeah, so if USC got 3-4 losses by the time they play Nebraska.
No, it could, yes, you're right. But as you're looking at it now, if you're looking at it right now, so to that point, is it an upset in essence? Maybe not by the time they get to that point. It's almost like, did we upset Florida?
Nah, we was favored.
We were favored, but let's be real. Most people thought Florida better talent than us, right? Let's just call it what it is. You see what I'm saying? And we had a lot of unknowns. We know what we potentially had, but we had not seen them on the field together. You know? But
yeah, so we're gonna call it like that, then Colorado trash.
You might not be far off.
Cause they went total last year was like 4.5. So I'm pretty sure this one it jumped up for whatever reason. I don't know why.
What you mean 4.5? What do you mean 4.5? What do you mean? The record?
They win total. Yeah, they went. The overall win totals for last year was 4.5.
Oh yeah, and they have 4.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So now this year it was what, like 6 or something like that.
I don't know. I said 6 and 6. I didn't look at the line. I don't know what the line said, but I said 6 and 6. And hopefully I'm right.
I believe that's what he had the line at.
It might be. It might be at 6 this year. Matter of fact, I think they called. Vegas had called me one day, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Yeah, man, what y'all need?" They were like, "Man, what you got for the line, coach?" I said 6
Hey,
and
listen,
6.
I was finna jump on when you answer the phone. I was finna jump on the mic with the Shannon Sharp breath. Hey, I'm tripping, man. I don't know what he had going on.
That was in there trying to fix the carburetor. He was in there trying to fix the carburetor.
Smack, boy. He couldn't hold it in.
I ain't gonna lie. When this show over, I am gonna watch that. I want to see the nightcap. And then somebody said in there he admitted that it wasn't hacked. I knew it wasn't hacked. Your phone don't get hacked when you putting your phone down and they catch your arm on the dresser. Your phone ain't hacked.
Well, he trying to get out the deal, out the TV deal. He trying to cash out.
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, boy, that boy went deep down that rabbit hole to find out what's going on.
The only team I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like this is a 12-0 season. You feel me? And we do like Mario say, take it one game at a time. But the only game I feel like that'll be a trap game is the Louisville, because the record Mario got going on after the bye week, you know what I'm saying, is straight losses. So then see what Vegas got going on with that, if Mario having boys motivated, whatever the case may be.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely find. Listen, at the end of the day, I always tell you, 12 times in the fall, you're going to figure it out. 12 times. We're going to figure it out.
So I seen where they were asking Ward, like, they were asking him about like the bad things they did on the field. So if they start, like, what could go wrong with them for us to lose a game? Penalty turnovers, or we're just gonna say the typical?
Yeah, just crazy fluke stuff, man. I just think you talking about for this week game?
Nah, I'm just saying from the rest of the season period.
Oh, well, that's hard to call. I mean, you got to look at talent. You got to look at injuries. You got to look at, it's a lot of things as games go on. But this week, I mean, if they lose this game this week, which, matter of fact, let me slap you and me for talking about it. And gave myself a headache.
Hey, listen. I don't know, cause I would ask it. Cause I even asked that question, like, all right, shit, what we finna go into we finna be the transfer portal. You at QB
until we grow one. Mario Cristobal gonna have to go in the transfer portal for another quarterback. It's just what it is, because these and here's what, let's just call a spade a spade. As quarterbacks, you only need 1 year. 1 year and you're gone. And unfortunately, it's just, I know we're not accustomed to it. We're not used to it because we're in the transition period of this transfer portal thing. But bro, let me see. Jalen Milroe went there. Let me see. What do they have? Ohio State, they got a transfer quarterback. LSU had a transfer quarterback. Washington had a transfer quarterback. Georgia has homegrown. Michigan had a homegrown. Trying to think who had a homegrown quarterback that just stayed there and sat
my bad, coach. Hey, nut, boy, that Alabama shit trash, boy.
Who, Peanut? Nah, you good. Shout out to Peanut,
I see
man.
Peanut in the, yeah.
Call in Peanut. Old Snaggle 2 Peanut. You know he got 1 tooth. He got to hold on to the car antenna. He got to hold on to the car antenna just to get a signal.
Them boys finna get bust, boy. Yeah. Hey, you like Tennessee?
I watched the highlights of it, so I didn't like, you know how they do like the little 5-minute highlight deal, but I want to see the condensed version. I probably won't watch the whole game who they're playing, but I like the Amaleva young man. He big dude too, bro. He throw the ball nice, man. I want to see more of their running game. I think the defense is solid, but I want to see more of their running game for sure.
So they could, to control the clock type shit.
I just want to see. I mean, I know that Josh Heupel runs that real spread offense to kind of get you out the box. They got a lot of now routes and checks and stuff. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see some Tennessee games this year too.
So you think DJ, what's his name, Lagway, you think getting bounce back?
Is he starting this week?
Yeah, he's supposed to be starting.
Oh, I thought they were saying that G5 Billy was saying he was going with Graham Mertz.
I mean, if he's not like that, then that's crazy.
I mean, hold on. Who did Florida play right quick before we get the ball? Hold up, man. Nah. Hold up, Florida.
They just started the man after Buddy got a little concussion. They got a concussion protocol.
Man, they play Samford, man. Yeah, they got concussion protocol. But come on, they play Samford like that. That's the kind of stuff right here. Like, okay, I get it. DJ Lagway can play. I'm not taking one thing from DJ Lagway. He was 18 for 25 for 456 and 3 touchdowns. Right? Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. 18 for 25, 456 and 3 touchdowns. Graham Mertz plays Florida. He was 11 for 20 for 91 yards in an interception. If Graham Mertz plays against Samford, what do you think he has, dog?
Yeah, he had numbers like he had last year. 20 TDs.
Come on, dog.
What, like 3 interceptions type shit? You feel me?
Only thing I'm gonna just tell you like this, Brandon. If it's me personally, I may start Graham Mertz begin to Texas A&M, see how it's looking, and make a decision at halftime. Hell, maybe in the second quarter if it ain't going that way. But
okay, so if the Gators beat Texas A&M, that's an upset?
No, because I think they both kind of even. They trash.
What?
You think Texas A&M is a good team?
No,
yeah, you may go with them, but that's not an upset, dog. Like UCF beating Florida is an upset.
Yeah, definitely. I call that.
But Texas A&M and Florida, no, they both right now they're both kind of middle of the road teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Florida beating Ole Miss, who's ranked number 5, or Florida beating Texas. Yeah, that's an upset. That's an upset.
Ole Miss is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ole Miss ain't really get challenged yet.
Studio wants to say 456 is a lot. I'm not taking 456 away from them. What I'm saying is you playing Samford, right? So again, I can't judge Lagway on the throws. I didn't see the game. We already skinned that gate up. So I am judging the base strictly off numbers, and I didn't look at the game. But like you say, it's Samford. That's what you should work that dude over like that. Like it ain't even Stanford, it's Samford. Hell, Samford played West Georgia, got beat 38-29 against West Georgia.
USC ain't beating Michigan, bro.
I don't know. We'll see. I want to see this. I want to see UCF. I want to see not you. I want to see. Then what was the game I was just looking at? Just looking at it. Yeah, USC Michigan. That'd be good. 11-17. That'd be good, man. That'd be a good game.
But see, you say USC against Michigan or UCF?
No, USC against Michigan. I was saying at 3:30 Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. Well, let me roll on, man, and let me go on and get into. Hey, appreciate you, dog, for carrying me over. Let me go on and get into the next hour. I kind of like these on Wednesday. Do y'all like this format? I kind of like this format. Because y'all believe this or not, bro, it helped me so much. I get so much more stuff done, man. So much more done, man, because y'all don't understand, boy. Doing these shows 2-3 hours, and I know people don't understand the format yet, but they'll catch on, man.
Nah, I swear I was finna ask you, like, so what you mean?
No, I know. So remember, remember Tuesdays I did Colorado, Wednesday Miami, and then I cover UCF on Thursday. Yeah. But you remember we do that show every day to Hayes Street. Then to be on here Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then there's Friday games, there's Thursday games, there's Saturday games, there's Sunday, there's Monday night football.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you snap. I'm glad y'all snap like that too, because I used to be bouncing from channel to channel, and then days where ain't nobody got nothing going on, I used to be like, damn, but it's so boring.
Well, it's all good. We in the building now, man. So we're going to go ahead and make this change right here.
For sure.
And make it happen, man.
All right, Chief.
Appreciate you, dog. Thank you, Brandon.
Yo,
About to get right into this Colorado Buffalo. All right, man. That's it for the call, man. Like I said, Miami takes on Ball State coming up. They just had a game with FAMU. Appreciate it. They put short work to FAMU. Actually, this backup quarterback, y'all may not notice I said this in the good, bad, and ugly. But shout out to my man Junior Matovic that played at FAMU. He was the backup quarterback that he played for me at the schools here in Orlando, man. Shout out to that dude, man. Him and his family, his mom. Shout out to him. And it'll be super interesting. Super interesting what he did. I know he threw 2 picks, man. Coach ain't teaching that. I ain't teaching that. But much love to him, man. All right. Let's go ahead and ball sex day. Pilo, you crazy. We'll go ahead and flip this thing over. So let's go ahead and end it, man. As always, it's all about the you, baby. See y'all in the locker room. Go ahead and join that membership. And let's make that thing happen. Peace.